What's going on, everybody? How you doing? This is your man, Chris Allen, coming to you live. Another episode of On the Grind. Man, I'm on the island of Puerto Rico, baby. It's good. Look. So, sitting here with my man, Mr. AJ Mida, one of the top income earners over at eXp Realty. I can say that, right?
You can say that.
Okay, I can say that. One of the top income earners over at eXp Realty, and so very honored to have him here sitting with me doing this interview. So, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful place, man.
Yeah, thanks for driving down from San Juan today.
Yeah.
Here in Palmas del Mar. And yeah, it was fun chatting for the last hour or so, and just kind of
great content too. I wish we probably should have interviewed all that. I mean, that's where the meat was at.
Yeah, we probably should have recorded that.
So listen, I gotta ask the question. Why Puerto Rico? Why? Because you're not from here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so about 3 years ago at this point, my wife and I, we had a plan to leave Charlotte, North Carolina and move to the ocean. And we're going to go to Laguna Beach because we love the beach there. We love the hills, and it's just beautiful. If you've never been, highly recommend it. But we met someone that told us about Puerto Rico, and it's obviously in the Caribbean, so we've got the palm trees, great weather, ocean. We've got the ocean right there, and there's a little known tax advantage to moving here. So versus paying almost 50% of our income in taxes in California, we pay about only a 4% corporate tax here in Puerto Rico under what's called Act 20. And so we decided we wanted to keep most of the income we earn versus give half of it back to the government. And also it's cool because the businesses that are moving here, and there's a lot of them, you're actually able to support the island, and Puerto Rico definitely needs it. So it's stimulating the economy here. So that's really cool. And we have a really awesome community of entrepreneurs here in Palmas del Mar. And the networking is insane, the friendships, and it's just a lot of fun.
It's good.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. One of the top income earners, eXp. You came from a prior company. We're not gonna say the name. Initials KW. I don't know if we can say that.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Why eXp?
So I love my time at Keller Williams too. It's a great company, still is a great company, no doubt about it. I was in a leadership position there on the ALC. I was a coach for them for a little while, productivity coach, taught their classes. Bold graduate 5 or 6 times. If you're a KW agent, you know what that is. I was committed and I loved it. But one thing was missing. Over my 4 years there, I grew from a new agent to having a team, selling close to 100 homes a year. While my income was going up, I wasn't getting any closer to my goal. And my goal for getting my real estate license was I wanted financial freedom, I wanted time freedom, and I wanted location freedom. That's why I got into real estate. I thought I was gonna make all this money, buy rental property, and what I realized after selling real estate at a high level, paying taxes, business expenses, and just putting all my time and energy into my team, I wasn't getting any closer to my financial goals. I was actually getting farther away because with increased income, lifestyle inflation goes up. I wasn't living crazy, but I had newer cars, I had purchased a home, I was taking a couple vacations a year. It was not luxurious at all, but I did have lifestyle inflation happen. So by the time all that, there was no money left to invest, no time, no energy. So I kind of was looking at it like, man, I'm gonna be on this grind for a very long time, this transaction treadmill. And when I saw eXp, I wasn't looking, I was completely happy with where I was. And we find the best partners that they are happy where they are, so they're not looking. So if you're not looking and you're watching this, maybe you should take a look. And
I sleep out there, man. They missing it. They missing what's happening. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just open-minded, and I watched the video, and what I saw through our stock ownership opportunity and the revenue share opportunity, I saw a way to achieve financial freedom. So I made the leap, and I set a 5-year goal to where I was going to do this part-time. It was going to be just a part of my business plan. I was going to keep selling real estate with my team and build revenue share part-time and enjoy the stock awards. And I had a 5-year plan to be able to retire from selling real estate. And my goal was to get to $500,000 a year through residual income, AKA revenue share here at eXp.
Say that number again.
$500,000 a year. So that was my goal in 5 years. And to do that, I was going to need to build an organization of 500 agents. Is what I thought. And in just 18 months, I had built to 500 agents. I had sponsored 22 agents to the company. And just 18 months in, I was already up to $25,000 a month in revenue share. And that well exceeded what we were spending. I mean, my living expenses at the time were probably $8,000 a month. And so we're like triple financially free at that point. And it just exploded. And it's just been amazing. Fast forward to today, have just under 5,000 total agents. So my 5-year goal, which will be January 1, instead of 500, I'll have 5,000 agents. And it's just been a blessing. And now my passion is just helping other agents achieve freedom to live life on their own terms. And we got a iguana sneaking up on us right there.
They don't bite.
No, they don't bite. Well, they could bite.
I don't want y'all to see that on camera.
Probably just looking for some food, I guess. It's Puerto Rico.
You good? Good. So what does freedom actually represent to you? What does freedom represent?
Yeah, so for me, it's true freedom, and to have true freedom, it's financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. You don't need to make $1 million a year to do that. It could be $5,000 a year if $5,000 a year covers your living expenses. So for me, as long as you're trading hours for dollars, you'll never have freedom. You'll never have true freedom. So I say for anyone, and my niche is real estate agents. Real estate agents, just pick a number. What is your financial freedom number? It could be 8,000. It could be 10,000. Mine was 500,000 a year. That was big. That would have been a big lifestyle for me. And that's freedom. Just your residual income covers your living expenses, and you're living the lifestyle you desire.
Wow. Do you think that the time that you've done it over here at EXP, do you think that you could accomplish the same thing at your previous company?
No, 100% no. That's what's unique about EXP. It's the only company that offers this opportunity at this level, because what I would have still been doing at KW, and there's nothing wrong with this if it is in alignment with your goals.
Absolutely.
Selling more real estate for 5 more years, 20 more years was not in alignment with my goals, because that's not true freedom to me.
Good.
So I couldn't have achieved it, because the only vehicle at Keller Williams to build wealth is through selling houses at a very high level. And the average agent, I don't care what company you're at, only makes 40 grand a year, because that's what NAR says. Maybe at KW it's 45 grand a year, maybe at EXP it's 45 grand a year. I don't know those numbers, but the average agent only makes 40 grand a year, which tells me for the average agent, selling real estate is not a wealth building tool. Maybe 30, 40 years out, saving diligently, maybe it is.
Now both of them over here now?
Now we got 2.
We got 2.
There's a third one
yes.
coming
Saying
back.
yes.
Shaking his head.
Saying yes.
These ones are pretty tame, because there's a lot of people at this hotel that come.
So what do you kind of, look at that, that's how beautiful that is. Look at that. I guess they about to mate, is that?
It could happen. If that happens, it might get rowdy.
Man, we might not want to put that on video. That's good.
That's a good one.
That's funny. That's funny. So let's talk about one of the things. I know, one of the conversations that people have with coming from other companies about our model of the MLM. What's your mindset? What's your thoughts on the whole MLM conversation?
It's really simple in my mind. It's like, would you rather work for a company where the owners keep all the money, or work for a company where half the revenue goes back to the agents who are really building the company?
That's good.
Like, to me, that's a no-brainer. Some people don't see it that way, but if they actually say to themselves, hey, where do I want to work? At a company where I work extremely hard for years and years and years, and the owners keep all the money, or work for a company where the owners and
I think we're about to get tagged. Don't we?
we're all,
Look at them.
now we got 4.
Okay, let's move away. Yeah.
You're getting nervous.
You can probably chase them.
See
They
that
don't look like they
baby.
want to move.
Yeah, they want food.
They're
They
gone,
don't
they're
look like they
gone.
want to move. We're gonna move, okay?
Yeah.
I think we might be in their little
And
territory.
maybe you come in the shade too.
Yeah, come in the shade.
Probably right here would be good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're cool.
We good?
They're here all the
all
time.
right. So that was the
A little break.
little break. All right, you were talking about the MLM. I
Yes.
like it.
Yeah, and so that's how I look at it. And too, like, think about this. Like, I love Amazon Prime. Like,
Sure.
every day I got packages coming to my house every single day, because it's much more convenient than going to the store.
Right.
I tell all my friends, man, you're not on Amazon Prime, you're not getting free shipping, you don't have subscribe and save, where the stuff just comes every month, like your toothpaste and all that kind of stuff, and you get a discount. Amazon's never sent me a check, but I'm an advocate for them. If you're not an advocate for the brokerage you work at, first, you shouldn't be there. And if you are an advocate for where you work and you're not being compensated to help grow the company, I don't think you should work there either.
That's good.
So that's my take on it. If you're spreading the word, spreading the love about where you work, you should get a referral fee for it. And yeah, that's my thoughts.
Because we're doing MLM no matter what we're doing anyway. You know, every single day we find something that we like, we share that information that we like, we share that movie that we like, but we don't get compensated like we talked about.
Yeah, and to be clear too, Keller Williams has a profit sharing system where ours is revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Profit's just what's left over. There's so many expenses by the time it gets down to profit. I mean, you're a real estate agent watching this maybe, or a business owner, you know that your goal is to show as little profit as possible.
That's good.
So you save taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with profit share. Revenue share is off the top. So this opportunity is just way more massive. We don't have offices, so there's not those expenses. So my residual income at KW through the profit share model was this big, like a grain of sand. My revenue share is like I'm living on the beach.
That's good.
Literally now here in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a massive difference. There's no comparison, but I just pointed that out to say that Keller Williams grew to the #1 real estate company currently in North America because of a similar model. It's proven to work. We've just perfected it.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Well, man, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time out.
Yeah.
What's the next step? What's the next step for AJ Mida?
Man, my vision is just to continue to help agents create freedom in their lives. Financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, so they can live on life on their terms. So they're not working to live, they're living to work. And I find for agents specifically, they can easily burn out on this business because it is hard. They sacrifice relationships with maybe their spouse, their kids. They miss important events that they want to be at because they're at open house or they're showing houses on a Sunday, and they'd rather be, with their family at a barbecue after church, but they're out showing houses. Nothing's wrong with that. You have to be there for a time. I call it the grind phase. You have to be there. But we have a model where there's a thrive phase, and then there's a freedom phase. And my goal is to take agents from the grind phase.
See, look at them everywhere.
Come.
We're doing our little EXP presentation
Yeah,
here. They're all like,
they want it. They want in. They want in.
that's so funny.
They want in.
So take agents from the grind phase to the thrive phase, and then to the freedom phase where they have true freedom. And that's my passion. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. And we're loving Puerto Rico. We'll have a place in the mountains, and all our EXP family will have some cool places to have some masterminds, and we're just gonna do life together and have fun. So that's it.
I love it. I love it. Well, man, listen, we're gonna see you definitely at the top.
Cool.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking the time out your schedule. I know you're
Yeah.
about to jump on another call and do some other stuff that you're doing, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you having us here and sharing your story with us.
This was fun. Thanks.
This is good. All right. Till next time, don't talk about it. Be about it. We out. Peace.